Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is CC coming at you again. I was making a video earlier and somebody rang in on Messenger and I thought I was recording the whole time, but I wasn't. So I'm going to make another video, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Now, some news was just released on Bloomberg. I was watching it as it happened, and I'm trying to make heads or tails about what's going to go on the market tomorrow when it opens up. I'll come over to GBP USD. I'm going to teach y'all a little bit about technical analysis today, but we can determine what this news is going to do. But right now, it says GBP USD forecast backing Boris crucial Brexit vote in Parliament set to trigger wild volatility. Volatility means awesome opportunity to make money. That means the market's going to shoot up or shoot down one way or the other. How we're going to determine that is tomorrow. This is the GBP USD on the charts. Now I'm not using a candle chart right now. I'm on tradingview.com, and I want y'all to see this last week on this little move right here. I made about $420. Now, I didn't have time to keep up with it. And then good news was released. And look at that. I mean, that right there was an 800 pip move, they said. I haven't taken the time to calculate it out and measure how many pips it is from here to here, but that's a lot of pips. Well, actually, we can look. 22.22 to 0.29. Yes, sir. That's a lot of pips. You can do the math yourself, but it's they said it was an 800 pip move, and 800 pips at one standard lot. One standard lot will pay you $10 a pip. One standard lot will cost you $2,000 in your account to trade, or right around $2,000, and that's $10 a pip. That's an $8,000 trade, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that's a 2-day. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're on the day chart. That's 1 day, that's 2 days. I'm assuming on this chart, September 7th, that may be 1 day. That's probably 1 day. I mean, wow. Let's go look and see. I'm not trying to confuse y'all, and I'm not trying to get all technical on this right now, but let's just look and see what we got going on. I hit the full featured chart. It's loading up. Now, on this chart, we can mark it up. There's the 60-minute. We're going to go, no, it's a 1 hour chart. You see right up there it says 1H, that's a 1 hour chart. That's what it's been doing for hours, 1 hour at a time. Okay, we're going to go down here to the deadgum day chart. Let's just do the 4 hour. Okay. You see that big move right there? Now we can measure that out and see exactly how many pips. The market stopped right there. Tomorrow we're going to come in here and watch it, and I'm thinking right now it's fixing to start taking a nosedive back the other way. I'm not sure how to interpret this news yet. So we've got plenty of time till 4 o'clock tomorrow to study this news and come up with a fundamental analysis on it. I don't really understand what exactly. I think they were voting on whether or not if they could have a delay in the Brexit, and just what I'm reading. So we're going to study that a little closer and find out before tomorrow and make a trade. But we're going to be watching this chart right now. It's at 1.2985. So we're going to watch and see what that candle right there does tomorrow. If when the market opens up, this thing starts shooting down, we're going to get in on a sell. If this thing starts shooting up, we're going to get in on a buy. But hopefully by tomorrow, we're going to know whether or not if it's going to be a sell or a buy by the news. We're going to go and get a general feel for what all this means. Okay? And I'm going to teach y'all something real quick. Let me get this chart blown up. I want to teach you a little bit about technical analysis. You see, the trend, if we go way back over here, the trend's been coming down. It just some good news was just released that they may have a Brexit deal. The trend has changed to some degree. The long-term trend for the last months has been down. But all of a sudden, they may have a Brexit deal. that changed the market sentiment. The market sentiment is now going up. This news today may make it continue to go up. It may make it go down. I'm not sure. That's what we have to determine. We can determine that in two ways. We can go and read the news and find out what all that meant and determine whether if that was positive news or negative news. And we can go ahead and place a trade early once we determine that, or we can just technically watch the chart tomorrow when this thing opens up and try to catch the big move when it goes up or down. That's the two ways. I want to teach y'all about sell stop limits and buy stop limits. And let me blow this chart up. You go right up here, you hit that, and we're going to get a full screen chart. Now, we're right here right now. We're right here. And that is 1.29853. Now, a buy limit and a sell stop limit, a buy stop limit and sell stop limit is like a trip line. You know, in the military, if you had a trail and you wanted to guard your entrance to that trail, you'd put out a little bitty trip line out across there, and it'd be hooked up to a detonator. And when you trip that line, you couldn't see it, but when you trip that line, boom! You're missing a foot, a leg, or, you're dead, okay? So we can do the same thing on the Forex. We can set us a trip line. We can come up here and add 10 pips to this, or 15, or however many we want, and on our MetaTrader, and we can say, when this market gets, if it gets to 1.2995, that's 10 pips above. If it jumps 10 pips up, I want you to enter me in a buy because it's going up. Or you could say 15 or 20 if you wanted to be a little safer. Because if it shoots up 20 pips real quick, more than likely it's going to continue to shoot up, okay? You don't want it to kind of shoot up and come down, so you want to get up there maybe 20 pips. But the more you go up, the more you're losing on that up drive. But, safety is critical too. And you got a sell stop order. Basically, you go 20 pips below that, 10 pips below it, whatever. So you go 1.29. If we wanted to go 20 pips below, 1.2965. Okay, 1.2965. At 1.2965, if it drops 20 pips to 1.2965, then it's automatically going to stop us and enter us into a sell trade. That's why it's called a sell stop limit, because when it hits that trip line, that point that you designate, it's going to stop you and it's going to enter you into a sell order. So sell stop order and buy stop order. That's basically how that works. Okay, and you can go on your MetaTrader and you can learn how to do that, or I may give a separate little class on that today. Before tomorrow. So that's a technical way to enter a trade, or you can do like I do and just watch it, or really is what I do. To be honest with you, I'm going to determine today what all this news means. I will probably enter the trade tomorrow early before the market opens, or right as it's opening, and catch the whole run of that news. Whether if it's going up or down, I'm going to determine it. Let's just go look at what's going on right now and see if we can kind of determine that. I'm going to the home page. Euro USD, GBP back and Boris. That's the top of the news. Parliament set to trigger wild volatility. GBP USD, they're saying it's going to be bullish. Okay, they don't know, but whether if that news was good or bad, that's going to determine whether or not if it's fixing to go up or go down. So we're going to keep an eye on the news. You've got everything you need right here. You got rates and charts. You got news. Let's go here. Latest news. Forex news. Okay, she's loading up. Okay, Brexit. UK PM Boris Johnson says he will not ask for Brexit extension. Okay. Amendment approved. GBP USD negative. Okay, right here it's saying negative. Crunch Brexit vote due on Tuesday. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure. Let's look at this news right here. It says UK Prime Minister. It says UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said that he will not ask the EU for an extension. The PM added that he will tell EU leaders that he thinks there should be no delay. Johnson may be taken to the court. Members of the opposition have criticized his words. The Benn Act requires the government to ask for an extension, but he may claim that he will not negotiate it. Johnson responded to the vote in Parliament to approve the Letwin Amendment to the vote in Parliament, which forces the UK to ask an extension even if the Brexit vote passes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still not sure whether if that's good news or bad news. I'm going to have to determine that by reading more news sources, but I will determine that by tomorrow afternoon. I will continue to watch the Brexit news on Bloomberg. There's other news sources besides FX Street. You can use routers. You can go to Google and put current Forex news, GBP, USD, and all kinds of things are going to pop up from this Brexit deal today that's going on. But right now, I'm fixing to walk down to the coffee shop and get me a cup of coffee. And I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning. Been getting up about 3 o'clock to go to work. And I'm just chilling today, having a good day, and I'm off tomorrow. May go fishing later, but by tomorrow at 4 o'clock, you can just about guarantee I'm going to have you some news, okay? You guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. God bless you, and I pray that this helps you out.